Okay, I want to admit fault. I feel like my words caused a ripple in time that caused Twitch to have an absolute catastrophe go down last night. It was actually one of the most insane things I've ever seen happen on Twitch en masse before, and it all started with a video that I had made just a few days ago about the Morgue Pie situation. For those of you unaware, there was a streamer named Morgue Pie, and she was live on Twitch looking like this. And I don't know if you're aware of how that would go, but she's naked. Hi, I'm popping in really quickly while editing this because I wanted to clarify something that I feel like some of you might point out in the comments because it's something I didn't bring up here. And it's that Morgue Pie came out with a response after her clip went viral just a few days after, saying that she was actually wearing a tube top that crops out of the shot. But if you've seen the clip and have seen when she dances and the donation comes through, the way the honkers be moving, I think the only force of nature affecting those things is gravity itself. So I feel like that might have been a fallacy she made up with to not get banned, but who knows? I can't say it's a lie. That's just a little bit of a feeling I have. And what happened was, every time she got a donation, she'd do a little dance, and the bazongas would just go berserk everywhere. And I, in that video, said this very specific thing. This is just starting. So there's a chance it's going to keep going more unless Twitch staff actually gear in, lock in, please, and do something about it. And so what happened only around 24 hours after that, not really, like 3 days after that, because I don't think Twitch staff knows who I am at all, but what happened quite soon after that is Morgue Pie's account got obliterated off of the face of the earth. And I thought that was like, oops, my bad. Like, Twitch staff, I wasn't telling you to murder her. But at the same time, a new release came out from Twitch's terms of service that updated one of the most interesting things I've ever seen them try and update on their site. Starting with one of the big ones, which was the whole rule on dancing, like twerking and pole dancing. They updated it saying things like popular dances such as twerking, grinding, pole dancing, and etc. are now allowed with a label. Previously, some dances were prohibited, and others were allowed with a label, enforcing on dances regardless of context. And they're essentially saying, like, hey, if you, like, are twerking at a wedding or taking a pole dancing class, that's allowed now. That should be allowed, because context matters. And, of course, the internet took that and ran with it, and we're like, okay, Twitch is a prawn website now. And I think that's really unfair and status quo of Twitter to react to something without reading or doing any research at all whatsoever, because they literally say in the update, context matters. If you're doing lessons for pole dancing or twerking with friends, that's fine. If you're oiling it up and doing the thug shaker on your webcam, Germa, I'm talking to you specifically, you're gonna get in trouble for that. But of course, people with their little weird sewer mouths on Twitter are gonna go crazy. But that isn't the real problem. That isn't the thing that caused Twitch to detonate like a bomb last night. The other thing they updated was their rule on nudity. And it isn't like a whole thing where like, okay, yeah, you can be naked now. Like, you want to be naked? You want to go to a nude beach and stream? Go ahead, go crazy. It's more about what they term artistic nudity. Now, artistic nudity, they don't exactly explain correctly, just like most TOSs. They just kind of told us what they were allowing and let us kind of assume what we would do with it. And, yeah, Twitch went insane with that one. See, what I assume they meant by artistic nudity is things like the body painting and maybe, I don't know, I don't know, I'm not in the nude community, but what ended up coming from it is VTubers completely abusing this new ability, this new skill they have. With streams like this, that is quite literally just like, we got some goatsy going on here and a full body nudity. Like, they aren't even just going like this. They added on insult to injury on the left and right here, on our left and right flank. And that's not the only one. There were clips, can I even show this? Okay, there's a clip from an XQC stream. I'm not going to zoom in on any of this. I watched the video, and this one right here, this one with the fox fella, you see this conveniently cropped individual that's looking off to the side? He definitely does not have a schlong that's longer than he is tall rolling off of the side of his, in between his legs. He definitely doesn't have that. But the thing is, Twitch actually, for the first time in the history of their website, locked the hell in after seeing that go down. There was so much anime nudity all over Twitch. And to be honest, I don't really care, but I think that en masse like that, it becomes less of like a one-off, maybe whatever, I don't care thing, and more of a, wow, Twitch is becoming X videos. In fact, actually, first funny joke I've seen come out of Drama Alert is this one. It's a deleted tweet. They got rid of it, but spot the difference. I can't tell. But luckily, we don't have to, because my friend Tiny Tony tweeted a good old reveal here. Good riddance. That account got banned. The one that I showed you that was the VTuber avatar who was completely naked on her starboard and her port. And so hopefully, I think Twitch is actually cracking down on this because they didn't mean that VTubers can just start flopping schlong everywhere. I think it meant something else that we didn't read into correctly. And I think one of the VTubers who I'm friends with, Mew, made a really good point about all of this. She said, VTubers pushing this boundary and the adjustment of TOS is nothing but harmful for artists. Being able to draw nude bodies would have done a whole lot of good for some artists. Not that they should or would be drawing full-on hentai, but maybe to practice a naked body and such. Which, for those of you who don't understand, like, anatomy and drawing, sometimes being able to just draw a person, maybe without clothes, just to get the true anatomy of a human, is good. It's good for practice when you're becoming a new artist. However, drawing a, like, 8-foot-long wiener is not necessarily good drawing practice, and just makes it look like everyone who's trying to draw anything that isn't wearing clothes is trying to draw prawn. When in reality, some people are just trying to learn how to draw, and you need to draw them without clothes to kind of get down the human body. But then we have furries drawing big, buff, pyrocynical-esque... I don't know how many other synonyms I can do for the word penis. They're drawing penis. However, at the end of it all, I don't really mind the fact that people draw things like this. I know it's going to happen. It happens all over the internet all the time and has happened since the internet has been conceived. And I fully subscribe to the belief that if you're going to do something that you enjoy that doesn't hurt other people, I will 100% support you in doing it. However, I do think that it's completely ruining the reputation that Twitch has. The very dwindling reputation, mind you, but the remaining reputation it has left is being thrown out the window because people are now just associating Twitch with even more of a prawn website. Adding on to the fact that they already think that people just get away with way too much because the Twitch staff are, as they word it, simps. And I don't think this is going to be something that continues. I think Twitch has actually started cracking down and banning the streamers who've been doing it because it is a misinterpretation of a TOS update. I hope they fully define artistic nudity to us so we know exactly what we're supposed to be allowed to see on Twitch. But for now, I think it's probably going to die off here. It was just a massive purge of a bunch of furries whipping ween on your front page. But for now, I think that's all we're going to see. So I'm going to be getting out of here for now. It's a short video, but it was an interesting video that I had to talk to you guys about. So I hope you enjoyed. I want you to subscribe if you're new and stick around for more. Maybe like the video so you can catch me on your front page more often because I make content every single day, as you can tell by my very rudimentary editing style and video. But I appreciate you guys sitting around with me. Comment your thoughts on all this because I want to know what you guys think too. And for the song of the day, I'm going to give you guys exactly what Twitch poured on their site, which was Gasoline by The Weeknd. Give it a listen. It's a part of the Dawn FM album, which I am absolutely in love with, and I don't think I've shown you all the songs from it yet, so expect more of those in the future. But for now, I'm going to be hitting the road. Thank you guys, and as always, adios, arrivederci, goodbye, good night, and yeah, put your dick away. Come on, dude, what are you doing?